Ahoy, this is Zdenka. How to use DJI Mic 3, an advanced wireless microphone that can be used for vlogging, but also for professional production. This is in-depth guide for beginners. This combo was provided by DJI. There are other combos available. I'm gonna link it all below the video in the video description. For those who already own DJI Mic 3, regardless of what bundle you have, all the functions are the same, so this video should give you all information to get you started. The charging box is very lightweight and fast. The transmitter and receiver supports 3C fast charging, so it can reach 80% of charge in just 18 minutes. When the transmitter and receiver battery levels drop below 25%, you can extend the running time by 2 hours with just 5 minutes of charging. Inside the charging box is a receiver that can be connected to a camera, smartphone, or a computer, a USB-C adapter for the receiver, and 2 transmitters that are actual microphones. Other accessories included are an audio cable for connecting the receiver to your camera, 4 windscreens in 2 colors, 2 magnets for attaching the microphone to your clothing, and a charging cable. Let's start with the transmitter. There are several ways you can attach the transmitter. The clip at the back is magnetic. It can also be rotated sideways. As the back of the transmitter is magnetic, you can also attach it to metal objects without a clip. Another option would be using the little magnet that allows you to hide the microphone under the t-shirt. If you will be filming outdoors, it is best to use a windscreen, even in small winds. It makes a very big difference. To attach it, simply firmly press until it clicks. To remove it, pull the side. There are 2 light indicators. The green flashing light means that the microphone is on and no device is connected. The other light is for internal recording, as each transmitter has 32 gigabytes of storage. This is great for podcast, or if you just simply need a voiceover, or if you want to record the audio on both your camera and storage for safety. When you have the transmitter outside of the box for a while and you are not using it, it will turn off automatically. To turn it on, long press the red button. You can turn it off the same way. If you want to record internally, shortly press the red button again. The light will be red. Now you can record. To stop recording, shortly press again. If you double press the record button, you will enable active noise cancellation. The light will flash yellow. To turn it off, double press again and the light will go back to green. When you are finished recording, you will place the microphone into the charging box. Connect the charging box via cable to your computer to transfer files. So this was internal recording. There are 2 ways you can record to a camera, via Bluetooth or direct connection. The Bluetooth works with a smartphone for quick recording through DJI Mimo App or third-party app. It doesn't work in native camera app. You have to use receiver with it. It has DJI Osmo audio, multi-device compatibility through Bluetooth, so you can use it with DJI devices such as Osmo Pocket 3, Osmo 360, Osmo Action, for example. To pair the microphone, long press the linking button. The light will alternatively flash blue and green. Just follow all instructions on the screen to finish the pairing process. Once paired, the light will be solid blue. Blue light is for Bluetooth connection. When you double press the linking button, you will switch between green for the receiver connection and blue for the Bluetooth connection. To access all transmitter settings and update the firmware, you have to connect the transmitter via Wi-Fi in DJI Mimo App. Simply open up DJI Mimo App, do the same pairing process, long press the linking button until it flashes, and follow up all prompts on the screen. Once it is connected, you will see this page. The light will also change to this one. The first thing you want to do is hit the 3 dots at the top to pull out more controls. Scroll down and press About Devices. Here you can check if there is a new firmware available. Let's go back and go through settings. You can mute the microphone. Record button for internal recording is here. You can adjust transmitter gain, format internal storage, and then you have voice tones. There are 3 choices: regular, rich, and bright. Let me show you how they sound. The first voice tone you're listening is just regular, the default one. Let me go ahead and switch it to the next one. The tone you're listening to right now is rich. Where am I filming? I'm filming in a little town, or it's not really a little town anymore. It grew significantly. I'm filming in Oshawa, which is just an hour east of Toronto in Ontario, Canada. So let me now switch it to the third tone. The last tone is called bright, and you're listening to it right now. So those are 3 tones: regular, rich, and bright. Noise reduction is next. Once you enable that, you will see that there are 2 levels: basic and strong. Let me show you the difference. I'm standing right next to the traffic. Noise cancellation is off, so you should be hearing some sort of noise, city noise, a lot of cars driving by. I have enabled noise cancellation level 1, which is the lower one. So this is the sound you would get. There are some cars driving by. Let me be quiet now. Strong noise cancellation has been enabled. So this is the sound you're going to get. The traffic should be hopefully very minimal, if any. My voice should be very isolated from the traffic. So let me be quiet because there's a lot of cars driving by, and let's see if you can hear them. Let's continue with settings. System time lets you sync transmitter time with system time of mobile device. Below you can enable password to protect device files, and file download lets you download your files directly to your smartphone. Let's hit those 3 dots again, as there are more settings that I would like to point out. Each of these settings has an explanation of what it is used for. You can enable low cut. Adaptive gain control automatically adjusts input gain to maintain stable output volume and avoid audio distortion. Automatic is used for outdoor scenes like stadiums with big volume swings, and dynamic is used for quiet indoor studios. 32-bit recording is next. This will give you a wider dynamic range. The audio quality will be better. Under File Options, you have 2 choices. Original file that only saves unprocessed audio files, or original and edited files. It saves both original and algorithm-optimized audio files. If you want the microphone to automatically start recording once you turn it on, you can enable Startup Audio Recording. Low power audio recording starts audio recording when the receiver battery level is below 10%. Loop recording is next. When the storage is full, the oldest files will be deleted while recording new audio. You can disable vibration, LED light, and auto off. We have covered the transmitter. Let's move on to the receiver. That one is used with cameras, computers, and smartphones. If you want to film in the native camera app, it provides a better connection. First of all, when you open up the charging case, you can see the battery status on the receiver and also how much storage is available on both transmitters. When you pull a receiver and both transmitters out of the box, it will already be automatically on and linked together. The light will be solid green. You will see them both on the display. You see the soundbar and battery status. Right now, there are not too many icons on the display. However, when you enable other settings, more icons will be displayed. There are only a few buttons on the receiver: dial button, power button. When you press this button, you can now easily remove the cover to place in phone adapter. You just slide it in with the red arrow. To remove it, again, press the button to slide it off. USB-C port is here, and on the other side is where you can connect a headset or your camera. When you swipe down on the screen, you will pull out all settings. When you swipe up, you will pull out the record button and noise cancellation. If you press the dial button, you can select if you want to control both microphones or only one. You just turn the dial to make the selection. If you want to disable the selection, go back, just press the power button. Let's press it again and select both microphones. When I press again, I will get to gain control. Here you can adjust the volume with the knob. Let's go one step back. When you double press, you will get to record and noise cancellation controls. If you select only one microphone, you can again control gain, or if you double press, you can pull out record button, mute button, noise cancellation, and voice tone. Let's go back to the main menu and swipe down to pull out settings. The first one takes you to receiver settings. Here you can select mono, stereo, or quadrasonic sound. Next is audio monitoring settings, where you can adjust volume. Lossless audio that you can turn on. Auto on and off with camera, it's enabled by default. Auto shut off is next, which is on by default as well. And environment, where you can select if you are filming indoors or outdoors.
In the office, recording myself with a smartphone iPhone 17 Pro in a selfie mode. I'm actually loving the landscape and the fact that I can see myself. Right now, the settings are set for indoors and the voice tone is just regular.
The next icon will take you to transmitter settings. I already showed all the settings in the app earlier. They are all here as well. It's very simple. You just go through each of them and tap to make your selection. Let's go to the next one, which is device linking. Here you can link additional transmitters and receivers. The maximum limit is 4 transmitters and 8 receivers. This would be manual linking through this menu. Much easier linking for transmitters is automatic. You simply take the transmitters from the box, leave the receiver there, and add additional transmitters to link. If you want to link additional receivers, you have to do it manually here. Hit the RX, the receiver becomes the main receiver, and now it's ready to be linked. Next, press group, verify the code, and confirm to complete the process. Let's go back. Device management is next. Time code that you can enable and control. When you swipe left, you get to more controls. Let's go back. Connect to app lets you connect the receiver to DJI Mimo via Wi-Fi. This is useful if you have the receiver on a camera, for example, and you just quickly want to change some settings of the receiver. If you want to change the settings for transmitters as well, you have to connect the receiver to the smartphone via an adapter. General settings are next. Let's connect the receiver to smartphone and see what is in DJI Mimo app. Once you connect it, it will ask you if you want to go to settings or if you want to only record. Let's go to settings. When you hit those 3 dots, as we did earlier, and go down to About Devices, you can check the firmware version of all 3 devices. Let's go back. The first thing you will see is timecode. When you enable that and hit Unfold, you can reset the timecode. Sync, adjust timecode frame rate, sync time of all devices, and select output type. Receiver inputs external timecode, general info, sends timecode to other devices, or occupies left channel to send timecode to other devices that do not support external timecode. Let's go back and look at the rest of receiver settings. You've got audio channel here, controls for audio monitoring, you can adjust receiver gain, disable auto on and off with the camera, auto off, you can control audio recording of all transmitters with transmitter group record, and enable transmitter group noise cancellation. As you can see, it's much faster and easier to change the settings in the app rather than on the display. Below are transmitter settings that I already explained earlier. If you hit those three dots again, you will get to more receiver settings. You can enable lossless audio and select environment. I hope this video helped you to get started. Please give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Meanwhile, I'll see you in one of those next. Ciao, ahoj.